Hello and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We are in the Ironhand Gnome's secret base and we are pretty much done here. I mean, there's a lot that we could do here, there's a lot of people we could talk to, there's a lot of things we could do. However, we don't want to do any of that because what I want to do is I want to tackle this act in the same way that we set out to tackle this act. In that, we're going to take things chunk by chunk and we're going to do things chunk by chunk and kind of methodically work our way through the quests. Because I get the feeling it would be really easy to jump from quest to quest to quest and get incredibly lost. Which is what we were doing. Anyway, what I think we're going to start with is we're actually going to leave here. And we are going to go back to Rivington. Which I think is where I want to go. The reason we want to go to Rivington is because we want to go back to the circus. Oh, I'm also encumbered apparently. Let's see if I can find some stuff to give away to someone else. Maybe send all of that to Karlach, and then maybe send those to camp. Send those to Karlach. Now this bomb must weigh a lot. Send these to, or maybe all of this to camp. Those can go in there. I'm just looking at our weight. Yeah, we're way over right now. Huh. Yeah, that bomb must weigh a ton. Right, let's send those to Karlach. Okay, well, we're going to have some trouble moving around. That's fine. Let me just find... Oh, camp supply sack? Maybe we got enough in here to drop? Ah, no. Okay. Let's see here. What other stuff could I drop? See, how much does this weigh? 16? That's incredibly heavy. Okay, I probably don't need the moon lantern anymore. We can send that to camp. Let's see what other stuff we've got in here. We do have the rune powder vial as well that we had earlier. So we have a lot of rune powder with us currently. Yeah, and none of this really weighs too much. So we'll leave that there for right now. Maybe I could get rid of this pouch and I can sort it later? Yeah, let's send this pouch to... you. And there we go. Now we can walk around. I'll need to sort it all out later. Maybe we just put the bomb in camp and then when we decide that we're going there, we can bring it with us. Although, honestly, I don't really want to use the bomb in the first place, so that's fine. Right, let's work our way in here. And then we're going to have a look at the Djinn. Now, it's been suggested that I either trade or pickpocket the Djinn for something. So, let's see.
You failed to win the grand prize, but fear not, grotesque one. Try again. Be victorious.
I wish to trade. Okay, toy block, viridian crystal. I'm going to guess that these were not what I needed to trade for. Okay, interesting. Oh, that's a new button. There was a new patch, by the way. They fixed Maul. We decided not to go back there, but that's kind of interesting that there is this. Also, it tells you what your current persuasion level is, so I'm guessing that your current persuasion level makes... oh, it gives you a discount, maybe? Huh, there's many things. Or maybe your current persuasion level allows you to put in an offer that is lower than the amount that's demanded. I don't know, there's all sorts of mechanics that have just been revealed to me. Okay. Leave. So... what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go around here, sneak, quick save, and I'm going to steal from him.
What do we have here?
Let's see what he's got in his pickpocket selection. Ah, the Djinn ring. That guy spotted me. Oops.
Out of view.
Okay. Which allows him to have mage ring. The ring from the Djinn who worked in the circus, its wearer can cast Mage Hand. The subtle magical ability explains how the Djinn cheats at the wheel. Roll.
Little bit of this, little bit of that.
Okay. Also... oh, I was going to say what happened to your outfit, but it's fixed now. Okay. So if I put on the Djinn ring, can I cheat at the wheel? We also probably don't need the guiding light on anymore. So let's do that. Hello.
The spongy mortal returns! Spin the wheel and change your fate.
Okay.
Let us see if you have luck's favor.
I do.
Possible. You thief! You cheated!
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Liar! Enjoy the jackpot, muley card!
Wait, did he turn me into a cheat? Oh, what the hell?
Damn that Ginny. Where am I?
That's a great question. Oh well, I did get some points towards stuff. But where am I? I'm in a jungle? Okay, I'm in a quick save. Okay, did not expect to immediately be in a jungle alone. This is odd. Okay, so there's some level 10 dinosaurs here. I would guess we probably don't want to fight them. We probably want to get to that portal. Holy moly, it just jumped down. Stay still, they can't see you when you're standing still. Okay. Okay, over here. Okay, don't loot the bones, there's nothing on the bones. Got it. Ah, but if we go up here, we're not going to be able to stealth as much. How do we get out of here? So we want to go that way. Huh. So I kind of want to go around here, actually. We could probably make that in a single run if we get close enough. I think that's entirely possible. Sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Okay, they didn't spot me. Good. That's all we needed. It's a chest at the end. That's new info. Stay in at the side. Okay, we're fine as long as we stay here. Alright, this is okay. If I get to this bit of darkness, we should be okay as well. No, that's not a good idea. Whew, right. There we go. Now, time to jump. Back to stealthing. Back to stealth. There we go. Let's lockpick this. Go for it. We got it. Wonderful. Inside here is... Wow. Okay, I'm going to take that. We're going to have a look at that in a minute. I saw one thing it did, which is incredible. Right, now let's leave.
If everyone else minds their business.
Okay, regroup everybody. So, here's what we got. We got Near Rulna. Zephyr Connection. This weapon will return to your hand when thrown. You cannot be forced to drop the trident. When thrown, the weapon creates an explosion that deals 3 to 12 thunder damage in a 6-meter blast centered on the target. Veil of the Wind. You gain a +3 movement bonus, or meter bonus to movement speed and jump distance. Equipping this weapon gives you immunity to falling damage. This object shines with a glowing light in a radius of 6 meters. Enchantment +3, and it has Zephyr Flash, which allows you to go forward and do bleeding and thunder damage, and a Zephyr Break that allows you to push people back. Wow. Now, you know who this is for, and I know who this is for. This is for Karlach. Why? Well, because it's a direct upgrade to her returning pike. Like, this is just straight up a direct upgrade. I mean, it does have a lowered reach. However, it does 3 more damage, and it does a thunder explosion when you throw it, which means that actually, instead of doing 10 to 22, it actually does 13 to 34 damage, and it's AoE at the end for 3 to 12 of it, and it gives you the movement speed and jump distance, and it gives you immunity to falling damage, and it gives you the other buffs. This is the replacement. Wow. Okay, well that was definitely worth doing. I would say that that was very worth doing. I would also now like to speak to the Jinn again and go, what the hell?
No time to rest.
You just sent me to the plane of dinosaurs? Are you crazy? Right. Save. Hello.
How did the despicable cheater enjoy his vacation?
I won the jackpot. Give it to me.
You have my ring. That is reward enough. Now be gone. Akabi is bored of you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still happy we did that. That seems pretty good. Seems like a great start. Okay, well, on to the second thing. I'm going to deliver the torso. Because we might get some XP for delivering the torso. Hello.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior. Any luck finding dribbles?
Nope. Okay, I need to find more of him. Fair enough. We did pick up the torso, right? Is that in here? Wait, yeah, where did the torso go? Maybe it was on Karlach? Did I never pick it up? Oh, see, we have his hand. Oh, no, there we go. Clown severed torso. Okay, cool.
Let's get going.
That's fine. In which case, we're going back to the next quest, which we were on, which is the Open Hand Murders quest. So we want to go to the Flop House. Now, the Flop House is at the other side of town. So, we're going to teleport over there. And then, once we do the Flop House, what we're then going to do is, and we do the Open Hand Temple stuff, is I guess, oh no, we do need to go to Sharesa's Caress after that, because that's where the elephant is. And then we're probably going to work our way back and explore this side of town. That's my plan. Okay, but let's go to the Flop House, which is over here. Okay. Well, we'll ignore these people for now. Quick save.
Anything happen to you.
And have a look at this.
Look at you.
Freygo's Flop House.
You've been pulling
Okay.
all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
In here.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
I found so many victims for
Which means we're
Cazador
getting a
here.
real room.
They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
Oh, okay. Let's speak to people. How about Drin? Hello.
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren, and they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it.
Why won't they let you in?
The bridge god chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
Okay. Hello.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
Okay. Fair enough. They're not letting anyone into the city, really. Hello. Who are you?
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on.
Who did you think I was?
The landlord, Sir Freygo Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you.
Okay, I'm not going to say that I'm looking for a dwarf dressed just like him. Mainly because if it is him, I feel like that would kind of give away our hand.
Oh, I'm sure he has.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again.
Huh. To be fair, their high priest just died.
Does that excuse being rude? Excluding folk? Come off it. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute.
What's your trade?
Let me show you.
Oh? Oh, you sell, like, some potions that aren't that impressive. Oh yeah, they also changed what mind-reading potions looked like because people kept thinking that they were potions of healing. So, that's cool on the new patch. Guess I'll buy all of that. I mean, yeah, I'll buy all of those as well. The more that we buy, the more that I'm willing to just use them. It is my logic here. There we go. Yeah, I'll just match that. Sure. Barter.
Pleasure doing business.
Yeah, that went pretty well.
Bunch of martyrs.
So I don't think it's there. I think it must be upstairs here. I'll probably do a proper explore of all these places that we're just walking through later. But we're kind of just trying to find out... yeah, we're just trying to find out this quest currently. Let's do a quick save as well while we're here. So, what does the key open again? There we go. It's in here. This one. Okay, unlock something in a flop house. Okay. Hello.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs?
I trust them about as far as I could throw them.
Aye, I'll second that. It's alright where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
Okay. Hello, people.
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Oh.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more are needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done, and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
I'm gonna hold my tongue.
Isn't it obvious, sister? He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us, so he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras. Where is he hiding? Tell me!
Oh.
Brother! Please!
Do we stop Astarion? I don't know. This is Astarion's thing. I don't think we stop him. I mean, he is killing a vampire. That doesn't seem like a bad thing, all things considered, although he's a vampire. Which really means that really means things are a little bit questionable for us morally. I'm gonna say nothing.
Tell me what I need to know, or I swear you'll burn.
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
I'm going to stop Cazador.
What the hell's happened to you, Astarion? What are you?
I'm more than what I was. And I'm not afraid of anything anymore. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I'm the only person who can stop him. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them.
I'm glad you spared them.
You sound surprised. I am capable of doing the right thing from time to time. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him and take that power for ourselves.
Okay. Sometimes you scare me more than the Elder Brain does. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say those 6 spawn are your brothers and sisters. Are you ready to sacrifice them?
Trust me, I'd rather slaughter someone else's family, but if that's what it takes. And it's not like their sweet innocence. They brought Cazador just as many victims as I did. You're not getting sentimental, are you? I thought you were with me on this.
Well, I'm not going to say that I'm not with you, but I'm not really with you. I'm going to say something neutral. And what if we're walking into a trap?
Then we'll deal with it. It can't be worse than everything else we've faced. And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace. We can take the hunt to Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
Well, I mean, that wasn't why we were here, but, like, I'm happy that we managed to progress your quest. Reach Cazador's palace. Okay. So we've met some vampire spawn and they've given us some information. Okay. That's fine, just checking what that quest was. So now we need to find what the flowery thing unlocks. Could it be this? This appears to not need unlocked, so... No, that appears to be where you would have a bath. Rosanna's, Benar's, Griskas, Fifons, Dashkents, Wooden. Okay, maybe it's upstairs? My next thought. Okay. So let's wait for it to save. We can always come and check everything individually later, but I'm assuming it's going to be obvious. There's got to be the wardrobe.
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting.
Ooh. Jeez. Let's have a look in here first. Ooh. Lots of poisons. We'll have those. Okay. Shabby wardrobe. Scarlet leather armor. Ooh. Is that the armor that they used to, you know, do the murder? A disguise kit. Okay. Temple plans.
These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too.
We'll have that. Bloodstained parchment. Messy splatters of deep red-brown adorn this scrap of parchment. Those wishing to face the Dreadlord Tribunal and enter the Temple of Baal must slay the targets on this list and frame the corpses as a murder by the cult of the Absolute. Bring the victim's hand as proof of the killing. Walk in blood, aspirant. Duke Bellin Stalemain, Elfsong Tavern, Lower City, killed. Father Lorgan, Open Hand Temple, Rivington, killed. Dribbles the Clown, Circus of the Last Days, Rivington, killed. Alexander Rainforest, Office near the Counting House, Lower City, killed. Frank Peartree, Abode near Philgore's Fireworks, Lower City, killed. Cara Highbury, large home near Baldur's Mouth Gazette, Lower City, alive. Vigaro Pennygood, Facemaker's Fashion, Lower City. Chef Rover, Elfsong Tavern Kitchen, Lower City. Nesha Lisha, Blushing Mermaid, Lower City. Vari Vant Hampur Villa, Upper City. Frederick Kroom, Hoon House, Upper City. Huh. Interesting. So a list of people they wanted to kill. And a lot of journal updates. Okay. So finally gain access to the Temple of Baal. So you can get access if you have one of the hands, I guess, maybe. Huh. If we kill 2 targets on this list and bring a severed hand as proof, we can stand before the murder tribunal and enter the Temple of Baal. I don't think we're going to do that, but that is interesting that we can do that. Okay, we can report our findings. We're not done yet. Torn parchment. Take the ist, find the make them offerings in his name, bring their to the tre, prove your worth, become of the highest accord. Okay. Too much more out of that. Okay, bloodstained note.
Blood near the bed.
Ooh.
I notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floors. A body hidden under the bed.
It's Pifon Goldgrind. Wait, was he on the list? He's on the list, but was he dead? Pifon. Wait, was he not on the list? This dude wasn't on the list. I'm looking at it again. I'm just reading through the list again. No, this guy was killed, like, in his own time. Okay. Let's do a little speak to dead. By the way, they've made changes to speak to dead as well. If you try and speak to dead and it says they will not talk to you right now,
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
you can do a disguise and then speak to them, and then they will speak to you. They've changed that, so it's kind of cool. How did you die?
Murdered by my son.
Oh.
Killed by her own kid. A damn tragedy, that.
Well, that gives us the murderer. Who is your son?
Baldur.
Ah, they might be shapeshifted. But Dolor is the person we were looking for, so that's fine. Why did your son kill you?
Found his secret. My sweet boy. Why?
Where can I find your son?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
I mean, that's fair. What does your son look like?
Dwarf. Like me. Dresses in red.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
But he could be the dwarf downstairs, but that could just be a dwarf dressed in red. Bifon's key has 5 scratched into it.
It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
Okay. That's fine. This? 2 hands. Now 2 hands. 2 of them. More needed. Not enough. Must cover myself in glory to be covered in blood. More. Alright, we'll have that. I'm just checking if there's anything else that we want to loot in here that's, like, related. Tales of the Hells. Have we read this one? I don't think we have. Diabolical Tales collected by Greshnag the Inattentive, Impish Archivist. Entry 18. Smiler the Defiler. If your wanders through Avernus seem to become an awful lot more scenic, luscious woods, big bushes and the like, you may have wandered into a wily trap set by a creature named Smiler. None of us hellfolk know exactly what he is, where he's from, or how he got here, but he's a nasty piece of work. Well, he's called the Defiler, ain't he? He's not just nasty. Plenty folk are nasty here, but he's weird. Something's not right. The book continues in a similarly unenlightening fashion. Okay. We'll have those. I'm encumbered. No! Let's get rid of, I don't know, how much do I need to get rid of? A very, very small amount. These to Karlach? That's not enough. To Karlach? To camp? There we go. Right. Now the reason I wasn't looting everything else is so that I could loot it on Karlach. A sheep butchered with creative zeal? Oh. What's that over there? Grab that. Just because I wasn't able to pick it up any the other way. Right, read. Despite the detailed illustrations of muscle and bone, it's quickly obvious this is no medical journal. The language throughout is practical but unrefined, describing how to get the best cuts of meat, which bits are considered no chum, and how to deal with a range of stains and odours. Looking closer, you notice several scratchy annotations detailing how to adapt these techniques for more human-shaped bodies. Yeah, it's not good.
Wanna dance?
In here, grab that.
Organs? Man, it's always something.
Okay, over here. I love how 2 seconds ago she was like, oh, why does it have to be organs? And then she's like, aha! Because we clicked on something else. Alright, grab all of this. There we go. Don't forget the ghastly bottles. What else have we got in here? Rope isn't worth picking up. Inkwell is worth picking up though. Carafe of water. That. I could take the body as well, I suppose, if I wanted to. Surgery kit. Can't pick up too heavy. I mean, we could if we drop some other stuff, but yeah, no, okay. I was just thinking, like, we get to the killer and we just chuck the body of their mother at them. I was thinking that could be pretty effective, but no. Okay. Well, we have discovered. Let's head down here. Is there one of these that says Fifons, by the way? Zana... They probably wouldn't live in this part, I would imagine. Wooden chest, wooden chest. Fifon's chest. Okay. Quick save. As I'm assuming we can open this by being stealthy.
Out of sight, out of mind. Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect. Or some more cunning.
Okay, my bad.
This calls for careful footwork.
Okay, let's have a read of this book that we just picked up. Right in front of him. A new, mostly blank book with only a handful of diary entries. I've not written a diary before. Dashkent said it might do wonders to settle my mind. Maybe distance is just what happens when the Wayne grows up. But it's still hard. My boy's never left the nest before. Really, never cared to. I know he's older than most who still live with their mams, but I've never cared about that. What's I don't know about this. Maybe Dashkent was wrong. I don't feel better at all.
Moving in.
Okay. Let's also then chuck this book to camp. And maybe that to Karlak. There we go. Now we can move around again. Okay, so we have everything that we're going to get, I think, from in here. And it says we should go back to the investigator. Uh-huh. That seems good. We know who did it. That all seems very good for us. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go back to camp briefly. The reason I'm going to go back to camp is I think it's time to ditch somebody in our party and bring out Lae'zel, because we're about to go to Sharess's Caress and Lae'zel is going to be important there.
Vlaakith's a fearsome one. The sort it's hard to say no to. But Lae'zel said it anyway, to her immense credit. She's choosing truth. She's choosing freedom. For her, for Orpheus, for the Githyanki people. I wish I knew a good Githyanki cheer to celebrate the occasion, but the only gift phrases I've picked up are the sweary sort.
It seems Grandchuk Stalemane's been murdered. Did you know her at all?
I met her twice. The first time I was a boy of 7 or 8 at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
I sense there's something more to this story. Let's see what we get here. I'm going to inspiration this if we can. Aha. There we go.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say.
Interesting. Gone before her time, it sounds like. What a tragedy.
Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
Okay, you can stay. You can stay in the party. I'm going to take out... You know what? Let's take out Karlach. I feel like Karlach is going to have very little to say in the tavern that's going to be of any immediate help to us.
Damn. It can't have been easy for Lae'zel to stand up to Vlaakith like that. But there's nothing that woman can't do.
Stay behind at camp.
Sounds boring.
Well,
Oh, fine. I'll be here eating dirt or whatever.
okay. Well, the rules are we can only take 3 of you out at one time. Any more and, I don't know, the universe would implode.
How can I assist?
Once it loads the options, join me.
It is done.
Okay. And now we're just going to quickly go in here and hide during dialogue. There we go. Good. Now we can leave. Also, is that crown next to our name different? I get a feeling the crown next to our name is different, or next to our face is different. I don't think that was there last patch. There's all sorts of things that have changed during the patch. However, most of them were included under extra stuff. So, yeah, that's fine. Let's head this way. So we're looking for Sharessa's Caress, which is over here. We're going to ignore some people as we go into here, and we'll work our way back round at some point.
2 doses.
How do I get to Sharessa's Caress? Oh, it does not like moving around here. That's good to know. Apparently performance used to be a lot worse in Act 3. So you should be happy with what we got. So that's Sharessa's Caress. Do we head up here? I'm just following the path. So how do we get... So what's this? Oh, right, that's Sharessa's Caress over here as well. Okay. So let's go in here. Ah, there we go. Somewhere at the other side of Sharessa's Caress. Can you please get your texture sorted, mister?
Sharess Caress.
Sharess Caress. I've been adding an extra S.
Welcome to Sharess's Caress.
No, I haven't.
Where our
Okay.
libations and sensual indulgences restore even the weariest souls.
Okay, in we go.
Let your worries. Indulge yourself.
Hello.
A weary traveller, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you?
Can we not talk about this?
Sweeting, are you blushing? There is no shame in pleasure, even less when the pleasure is pain. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin.
Ah, Sophion worked here. Okay. Well, I didn't want to give this away right away, but I guess it's our only way of carrying on this conversation. In the flop house lies a freshly killed corpse, a dwarf lady. Could that be Fionn?
Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her.
What I was wondering is, if you were playing a female dwarf at this point, could you be like, well, I just so happen to be an exact replacement. But no, I'm all for lining my coin purse, but even I'd say that's moving on a bit quick.
Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it.
Okay. Surely you can spare a reward for this information.
I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they will gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting?
Though I guess I'll leave, but okay. Interesting. Was not necessarily what I expected. That's okay. Where are we even going here? There's so many things around. Alright, we're gonna do a proper sweep of this later as well, but let's head upstairs. Ah, the elephant. Hello.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something.
Well, she asked me to find Lorgan's real Actually, you know what? I'm going to say 2. I was reading 3 and I was about to say, it's a little bit antagonistic. Afraid so. I found new evidence, investigator.
Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found?
Who's Devella?
My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found?
Well,
Stelmane is really gone then.
Okay. How do we even start here? Let's start with, I spoke to both corpses. They were killed by a dwarf dressed in red.
That doesn't make sense. Why would this dwarf kill Father Lorgan? I need something more than vague allegations. I want something compelling, hard, tangible evidence, and nothing less.
Okay. I found another body in the flop house nearby. I think it's related.
You're telling me more than one person has been killed? In Baldur's Gate? You must have something better than that.
I'm deliberately
I
going...
need hard evidence and a motive.
Wait.
Why would someone else kill Lorgan? How can we be sure it wasn't Brilgor?
I'm deliberately going in, like, least important to most important. A group of shape-shifting assassins were under the temple along with more murder victims.
While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, does it? That's what you need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. A reason, too, if you're at it. Why was Lorgan killed?
Father Lorgan's murder is just part of a bigger plot, a Baal plot.
A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory?
Let's see how we're going to go here. I'm just going to say 1. It's not a theory or proof. This document contains information connecting the murders to the Ballast resurgence.
No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Develler is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city.
Oh. I believe I just accidentally completed something that we needed to do.
Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Okay, well, I'm not quite ready to just do that. But that is interesting. Okay. So, yeah, that goes to the lower city. So that's kind of like a step further than I was planning on going. Yeah. I think right now, what I actually want to do is I want to think about this. I want to teleport to Rivington. That's what I want to do first. Then I want to go back to camp and drop Lae'zel off because we're not doing her quest just yet. And then I think that we may want to just explore the rest of Rivington. I think that might be our plan. Because, well, it just seems like the kind of thing to do. Yeah, wait here. Remain here. Because we've effectively completed the next part of the quest. Because the next part of the quest is essentially go to, effectively it's go to the lower city, right? And go to the lower city is probably the next part of the main quest as well, given that he was like, you got a pass. That implies there's maybe other ways to get a pass. We were told it was difficult to get across the bridge. So I think we've completed the main quest thing that we needed to do. So I think going back and exploring the rest of the lower city is going to be best first.
Copper for your thoughts?
Mainly because I think it's all going to be optional.
Aces.
Right, so let's drag her back into the party. We're now going to go back out of camp with Karlach. And we're going to head towards the circus. There's a very good reason we're going to the circus again. And a very good reason we're going to the circus is, once we get over here, is that we are going to sell all of our stuff at the circus off camera between episodes. And I'm going to hopefully do some inventory management so that we can actually walk around without being at 95.8 out of 96 weight carrying capacity. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.